have self-employed income and you're wondering, how can I make the bank see that I actually have enough income to pay my bills and I can afford a mortgage? You probably have either been declined or somebody, and maybe a mortgage advisor, has looked at your income and said, that's not going to work for the bank. And you're trying to figure out, what can I do to get approved for a mortgage so you can buy either a first home or a next home? I'm Jackie Elias, and I'm the CEO of FutureBound, where we help you get mortgage and financially free. And I have a special guest. This is Faith Holm here today. Hi, Faith.
Hi.
And we are going to be talking about some tips for you to help with your income and your expenses so you can get approved for a mortgage. So Faith, you have experience with self-employed income for many years now. Is that right?
That's right.
So what I wanted to do is pick your brain today, because I'm not an expert on this, but I feel like you are more of an expert. And so wanted to find out, what do people with self-employment income need to do for their income to look attractive to the bank to get a mortgage?
In the first instance, they should speak to an accountant. There's things that the accountant can add back, for example, home office expenses or depreciation. And thirdly, the other benefit of an accountant is they can look at projections. And some banks work on 3 years financial results, which gives an average, especially if one of your years hasn't been that great. There is income that we can also add back, which may not be taxable income in your viewpoint, but the banks use it as income.
Right. But that's pretty awesome. You have some little tricks there. I think not many people knew about the whole projections and looking at those different things. What about expenses? You were telling me earlier about there's some confusion for people with self-employed income about what can be deducted from their expenses and what is not, all of those kinds of things. What are you seeing?
So the things that can be deducted and added back is obviously interest, if they've got any liabilities, and home office expenses, depreciation. Hence the reason why they need to speak to an accountant to get their financials up to scratch. We can also use net profit income and add it to your taxable income, although you technically don't pay tax on the whole amount.
That's pretty awesome. So what would you suggest people do if they're saying, where should they start? Like, I have self-employed income. I hear what you're saying, Faith, but like, what do I do?
I would say speak to an accountant or a mortgage broker that actually specializes in self-employed people, because I would be able to give you the guidance how much income you actually need to ascertain in order to get a mortgage.
Right. So basically, if you have self-employed income and you're thinking, where do I start? Book a 15-minute mortgage chat. You'll have a chance to talk with Faith, who has many years working with self-employed people just like you, and their income, and looking at what your financials are and how you can position yourself to actually get approval from the bank. We'll see you there. For more financial tips, advice, and education, subscribe to us on YouTube, and don't forget to hit that notification bell.